Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to study one of the most beautiful and meaningful poem in English literature, that is Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold. We will understand the background, meaning, and themes of this poem in a very simple and descriptive way. So, let's begin our session. Before we start the poem, let's know a little about the poet. Matthew Arnold was one of the most important poets of the Victorian Age. He was not only a poet but also a critic and thinker. He was born on 1822. Arnold often wrote about the loss of faith, the confusion of the modern world, and the need for love and truth. His famous works are Dover Beach, The Scholar Gypsy, and Trisis. The Dover Beach is one of his best known poems that reflect his deep sadnesses about the world losing faith and certainty. This poem was written around 1851, possibly when Arnold visited the Dover coast in England with his wife. The poem is a dramatic monologue, meaning one person is speaking, expressing deep emotions. Through this poem, Arnold talks about the beauty of nature, the sadnesses of human life, and the loss of faith in the modern world. The main theme of the Dover Beach are very universal. Arnold speaks about the loss of faith, the sadnesses of human life, and the importance of love. It shows that even when the world changes and the people lose hope, but love can still bring comfort and meaning. The poem mixes natural beauty with a deep sadnesses to balance of outer peace and inner pain. Poetic device. Arnold uses powerful poetic devices. His imaginary makes us see and feel the scene, and the calm sea, the moonlight, and the sound of pebbles. The sea of faith is a metaphor for belief and spirituality. The reference to Sophocles is an allusion that connecting the poem to ancient times. Overall, the tone changes beauty from peace to sadnesses to a gentle hope at the end. In the next, I am going to discuss about some of important aspect and the points that was there in the poem Dover Beach. The calm sea. The poem opens with a peaceful and beautiful scene. Arnold describes the calm sea under the soft moonlight. The waves are gentle, and he can see the distant lights on the French coast. The drifts of Dover shine white and tall, creating a picture of peace and beauty. At first, everything seems perfect and quiet, but this peace does not last long. Soon, the sound of the waves remind the poet of something deeper and sadder. The sad sound of the sea. Now, Arnold asks his listener to listen. The calm scene changes as a wave make a rogue, grating sound while pulling and throwing the pebbles on the shore. The sound is endless. It goes on again and again, and to Arnold, it seems full of sadnesses. He calls it the eternal knot of sadnesses, meaning that sorrow is a permanent part of life. Through the sound, the poet feels the pain and confusion that exist in the human world. A reference to Sophocles. Arnold then remembers Sophocles, the ancient Greek dramatist. He says Sophocles also heard the sound of the sea a long ago and connected it with human suffering. This shows that the pain and the sorrow are not new, they have always been a part of human life. Whether it was a ancient Greece or a modern England, the sound of the waves reminds poets of the same sadnesses in human destiny. The references to Sophocles were discussed in the stanza 3 in Dover Beach. The Sea of Faith. This is the most famous part of the poem, where Arnold compares faith to a sea, the Sea of Faith. Once upon a time, this sea of faith was full and surrounded the world like a bright belt. People had a strong religious belief and felt safe and happy under it. But now that sea is retreating. The waves of faith are going back, leaving the world dark, empty, and uncertain. Arnold feels deep pain because people no longer believe in God or a spiritual truth as they once did. The modern world. The poet looks at the modern world and feels that although it appears beautiful inside, it is full of confusion and emptinesses. There is no true joy or a faith. The science and materialism have taken away people's spiritual beliefs. Arnold is worried that without faith, life has lost its meaning and direction. This idea reflects the deep spiritual crisis of the Victorian age. And the most of Matthew Arnold poems or works will mainly discuss about the Victorian age, how the Victorian age has lost its morality and its meaning. The final appeal. In the last stanza, Arnold turns to his beloved and makes a heartfelt request. Love, let us be true to one another. He says that even though the world around them is dark, full of confusion and doubts, they can still find truth and peace if they can remain loyal and loving to each other. Love, honesty, and human connections. These are the only lights left in the world that has lost its faith. By saying these things, Arnold expresses his own opinion about the world and about the Victorian era. Conclusion. To conclude, Dover Beach is not just about a seaside view, it is about life, faith, and human emotions. Arnold begins with the calm beauty of nature but soon reflects on the inner sadnesses of humanity. The poem ends with hope and belief that true love and honesty can give meaning to life even when the world feels uncertain. It's a timeless message that still touches our hearts today. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I hope this explanation of Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold helped you understand the poem clearly and meaningfully. So, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more literature lessons. See you in the next video.